Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farming Sim 25 Precision DLC Edition. We planted barley. Sort of. We have like some patches. I mean, the workers much improved for the most part in 25, except for these weird times like this. Obviously if it was an easy solution, it'd be solved. So, no shade, just we can quickly, easily patch this up and get this little corner here. No big deal. And we're good. Okay, let's go stow this somewhere. Probably up here by the cultivator. Just want to make sure we're not in the way of the rice harvester. Okay, I would say that's decent. We need a wash. Let's do that. I can't stand when all my vehicles are dirty like this. Let's find this and find a good place for it. Probably somewhere here by the sheds, but I don't want it to be in the way. This doesn't let me put it here. This would be in the way of the water tank. Maybe by this tree. This would be a good place. And the nice thing about this in 25 is we can always move it manually and just sort of drive it around. So that's totally worth $4,000. Yeah, if you haven't played around with the car wash in 25 yet, you can actually enter it like a vehicle. So if you go up to it and just like enter it like you would any vehicle, you can actually start it and then like push it around, which is a lot of fun. And there we go. It's even got some nice animations with me like really struggling to push it, which is probably pretty accurate to real life. But we just want to get our tractor back to a clean state. See, isn't that better? Don't we all feel better now? I know I do. Look at that. Look at the repair. How degraded it is. Granted, I think this is the one we started with, so it probably started that way, actually. Now that I think about it. Because we have that mod that's supposed to cut, like reduce. Yeah, I put everything at a quarter maintenance cost interval. So I wonder if it just started like that. Yeah, if we check our new tractor, yeah, it's fine. Okay. I was about to flip out. Not really, but let's check our pH. Okay, so again, not sure why this is like streaky. Don't know how to get this perfect. Just things we'll learn along the way. But for now, let's go pH our... Or I wonder if we do it like every day. Like maybe if I sleep and then try to get... Oh, that would be horrible if you had to do it more than once. But we'll probably try it because... Otherwise, I'm pretty much out of ideas, so let's go ahead. This should take one easy pass through the field here. Okay, now we missed some. We'll have to go back over it. Okay, just not quite wide enough. Oh, I missed some over there too. I'm not going to worry about it yet, just because it's not going to be perfect anyway because of like the way it's applying, so I'm not going to worry about that. A little bit, that little bit. It's going to be a little messy. That's okay. A little sweaty. Okay, so if we look, yeah, we have... Gosh, it is way too hard to see. They really need to darken that background. Yeah, like if I go here, where was that? Like here it says, where was that? Okay, like updated, I guess. Yeah, right there. It says bad, but I can't really read the numbers. So, okay. Well, that's going to do it for pH. Let's work on, and we leased this, right? Do we want to try doing it like another month and seeing if it continues to like, I don't think it will. Yeah, let's try it. We'll do some fertilizing first so we can fix the nitrogen. But yeah, let's keep this one more month and then we'll try going over the fields again. That'd be really awful if we had to... Wait, what did I lose? Oh, wait. It'd be awful if we had to do it more than once, but we can at least rule it out. So here's the fun part. It's not an expensive part. We need one of these bad boys because these will automatically like adjust the spray of the field. So obviously we're going with the one we can afford. Excuse me, let me get a little sip of water. Okay, it's better. So we'll just buy this. Working with, obviously, we want the largest we can, so we'll spend the extra money. See and spray. Yes, oh my gosh. Each nozzle of the sprayer will only turn on while there are actual weeds below the nozzle. With that, you may use 90% less herbicide. Okay, we need to remember this is a thing. We can't afford it yet. Pulse with modulation. Pulse with modulation enables the sprayer to control each individual nozzle. This enables uniform application regardless of speed and cornering. Oh, we can't afford that either, can we? How much money do we have? We have 77. And this is 66 plus this. Okay, we're going to save ourselves $8,000. Yeah, we'll have to do like a weeder. Actually, we should probably do that this month as well. Because we need to weed without spraying is kind of the goal. So let's... Should we lease this? Let's just lease it. Yeah. Especially because, we're not... Like, I don't quite know everything I'm doing yet, so I don't want to mess it up. And then... Yeah, so we'll get that. We'll get a weeder. Or a hoe? What's the one that you can do, like, the day of? Because that's really the one we want. Is we want to get the weeds, like, before they grow at all, I think. Yeah, we definitely... If we can avoid spraying, that's always best, I believe. Both cost-wise and, like, score-wise. Go inside the tractor for this nice rainy afternoon. Yeah, so we're leasing quite a bit right now. I just want to make sure we don't like... So what usually happens when I play, and especially during Let's Plays, is I go into debt very quickly, and then I feel like we spend so much energy just like staying afloat. Because like when you think of winter, especially the first couple winters, you basically just sleep through them. And if you're in debt, you're just losing money each month because of the debt payment. And so to avoid that is like huge. If you can sleep for 4 or 5 months and not lose $1,000 a day because of debt, it's true in real life too. Like if you can hibernate through winter and not hemorrhage money, it's a beautiful thing. Not always doable, just like this game. It's a good goal to have. Okay, so we need to buy fertilizer, probably not much. And then this tractor, before I forget, does have the crop sensor on, and I think that's what couples. If you remember, this thing here is a crop sensor that will measure the nitrogen. So that plus this, like you'd put this on the front, turn it on, like these things would unfold. Put this on the back. It's got the sensor, and they kind of work in tandem. That's what I remember it doing. This tractor, if you remember when we bought it, we like sort of put that on the tractor, so we don't have to buy that separate tool. And now we just need fertilizer. Let's see, should be under yield improvements. I mean, I assume this is liquid, but before I make mistakes, yeah. Should we just buy... I guess that's all there is. Okay. Yeah, let's just buy one. How much does this hold? I mean, the nice thing is that we don't have to actually waste it, because we just have to make sure we empty it before we go. This holds not even 4,000. Okay, let's just buy one. I think that's going to be plenty. Okay, nitrogen liquid fertilizer application. No values detected yet. Application rate 0. This is full. Deactivate automatic application rate. Definitely not. Don't want to do that. Change nitrogen reference value. Let's hit Y and see what that does. Okay, I don't see anything happening. Hopefully I didn't just break it. Turn on crop sensor. We'll do that once we get to our field. Okay. Let's find our nitrogen menu as well. And yeah, we'll get ready to maybe get some better news than the lime. Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do that. You know what? Real quick, just because it's kind of driving me mad. I just want to see if they say anything. I did read through these. In the yield, not yield, peach. Okay, target. The peach value can be increased by liming. This is recommended every third harvest. By default, the lime spreader automatically adjusts. Hit the peach. Huh. Okay. So maybe it'll just take time. And like with each harvest, it'll like lift that soil pH, and so after a couple harvests, it'll just kind of get there. But yeah, I think we'll unleash the lime, the spreader. I don't think that we need to reapply it. I very much remember just everything needing one turn. So yeah, I think just over time we'll get that lime, like that pH balance will go up, and since it adjusts automatically, if it's perfect then it won't apply it, but if it's bad it'll apply it, and I guess it can only probably go up so much. These are all like guesses. So yeah, I think we just have to give it a few harvests to get high enough. Okay. Let's turn on... Oh, did you hear a squeak? If you hear a squeak, that's my cat. She's very squeaky. Okay. So we have turn on crop sensor. So we turned it on. Do we have any like visual turn off? Is there a visual cue? Okay, not that I see, but that's okay. Okay, crop sensor's on, no values detected yet, which is interesting. I'm just going to start going and seeing if I turned it on. It should adjust, so like we shouldn't waste any. So if I do turn around and keep it on, since we do have the auto sprayer thing we paid for, oh, we can see increasing nitrogen level to optimal value for canola on loam. And you can see how much... Okay, so this is actually going to take a lot because it's got to be plus 180. Okay, that's a neat little map over there. This is a lot more successful, I feel like, than the... You can see now that we're off the field, it doesn't spray because we have these like auto adjusters. So that's really nice. I don't have to deal with turning it on and off. And it already senses that this is good, so it doesn't keep going. Yeah, this is what I remember. This is nice. Okay, I feel good about this. I think the pH thing is figured out. I think we just do it over time, and it'll slowly increase that pH balance. I think we're going to be good there. This seems to be, if you look in the bottom left, doing exactly what I needed, which is just to like optimally raise the nitrogen to what the seed and the soil needs. And so then I think the last step is the weed part. And yeah, we'll see in the help menu if they give any advice on that. But yeah, this is nice. I also wonder if you even need the crop sensor. I feel like the back tool's doing everything. Okay, well this folds, because that'll take a while. Let's, I guess we're going to let it save. Let's check real quick, not that, but this, weed control. The weed distribution on your field changes. As weeds do not grow, you can save money on herbicide, spot spraying. Okay, so it looks like all they talk about is spot spraying. Okay. So it does say you need the crop sensor for highest yield. Cool, okay. Okay, we're gonna try the weeding with the hoe and not having to spray. But yeah, maybe eventually they do want you to spot spray, which doesn't make sense, that they would rather you do that than like just manually like dig them out. But we'll again, we'll figure all that out in our first year, I guess. First year here. Yeah, we'll check this map when we're done. I see a lot of like orange there, which is strange. Good there. Yeah, we barely used any fertilizer. Why is it spraying this field? Strange, we don't even own it. Try to stay away from this rock wall. Okay. So let's turn this off and check our map. So we have a pretty good score, 140, which it says is perfect. I don't know why the edges are like that. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. I'm also not going to worry about it right now because it's so little. That's weird. Yeah, I think let's let's unload, so we can turn off our crop sensor. Let's unload our fertilizer and lime. This isn't the best spot, but for now it's going to be the spot. Yeah, we barely used any of that, so that's nice. We won't have to rebuy that for a while. And we also still have a lot of lime, I feel like. Okay, not the best, but we can always move those around. And then since we don't need these for a long, long time, let's turn them back in. Leasing cost, return, and return. So last step is going to be weeding, and then we're pretty much done. Like, then we just wait for it to grow. So yeah, there's a lot to do like right away, but you can kind of do it all in 1 month if this weeding goes well. So I think it's the hoe. Pull out small and medium. They can be used in the first. Okay, so I'm wrong. The hoe can be used on day 2 if they grow a little bit. The weeder can be used immediately. I'm just looking at like lengths. These are pretty expensive. Let's lease this 12-meter one. Yeah, this one also like seeds, but we don't need that. Actually, that would be nice for oilseed radish if that's like something we continue, is to have its own dedicated. Okay, let's lease this. Yeah, we'll clean this up soon. We do. Oh my gosh, came out of nowhere. We do have our pallet fork, so it'll be pretty easy to push those around. But for today, we actually, yeah, we'll have time to do a quick weed. Or we'll at least start the weed and maybe let the worker finish it off camera, but let's go get it. Such fog. Gertie is, so Gertie's the one who was squeaking a little bit ago. I don't know if it made the microphone. I mean, it's a very loud squeak. It sounds like a seagull. Usually she's like sitting below the microphone and like just sort of snores or purrs. Today she is just sitting on top of my computer, getting as much cat fur into it as possible. But she's cute, so I let her get away with it. And then I just clean out the computer more often. No issue. Yeah, it's weird. It's like the cats will leave me alone all day, but then as soon as they hear me talking, it's like they gotta check it out. And then they usually end up like hanging out, staying for a bit, so it's pretty nice. Oop. Okay, here we go. I am now on my 3rd season of Taskmaster, I think, in like the last 8 days. I think I talked about it last time. It's amazing. Highly recommend. Just wanted to throw that out there quickly. Also, something we should check out with this DLC is the tram lines. You can see in the top left it says no tram lines defined. That is new in this edition. I don't know what that means at all. I don't know what tram lines are. I know it's in the help menu. I don't know if it's like helpful or useless. Some things are useless, but we'll have to maybe read up on that and just see if it's worth doing, whatever it means. Close your eyes. I'm going to cut across. Just for the sake of time. Performance seems to have like gotten better since episode 1. I don't know if I don't really understand how that happened. I didn't do anything, but or maybe I'm just used to it. It's very strange. Okay, so I usually let a worker do this because there's no visual cue. But I just like to have it all done on day 1. Otherwise I tend to forget about it. So I'm going to let the worker do the work, and we'll get these both weeded off camera. It's pretty unexciting because, again, there's no... You don't really see it since there's no weeds yet. It's almost worth waiting for, like, the first growth stage of weeds so that you can actually see. But for this time, we're going to just do it right away. I don't know if it affects your environmental score if you wait too long, or if you use a hoe or a weeder. We'll find out. I mean, this whole thing, we'll find out a lot in this first year or two. But yeah, that's going to be an episode. I'm going to try to get out more before the next one because I really had nothing to report. I've been watching Taskmaster, been playing Guild Wars 2, been working. That's really about it. But next time I can probably talk about Guild Wars 2 a bit because it's been pretty fun after a 12-year break. Anyway, that's going to be it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Have yourselves a very nice day.